This is the Victory Day, May 9th, 2022. In some other countries, is called the Mother Day. Another will use it to another important event in the history. May 9th, 2022. How are you doing? Long time not opening camera, sitting and doing a monologue, and I'm going to do it now. I try to detach after recording today the World Weekly Astrology from what's happening in the market. Things are going according to the plan divinely. I predicted those lows in the market we are seeing in both S&P, gold, oil, crypto, to the period, to the days we are now. And because I'm showing a general line, mostly to illustrate dynamic and momentum, every price below the 35K in Bitcoin seems to be a major gift, opportunity, and each one will do what understands. It's not financial advice, is my astrological perspective. Similar to S&P that reached the level of the 4,000, and this is a major opportunity to what is expecting to us into the end of this year, 2022. If you listened to my invitation to the live chart back in the last days of December, what I'm seeing coming in 2022, I saw the propagandas and the very non-stable markets, and this one that is a dip of May, the eclipses season, and in 1 week from today, in the 16th of May, we are heading for a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Also in the year 1929, the Great Depression, we had a solar eclipse in Scorpio near the South Node. So another Great Depression is coming, probably, and it could come in a different way than what we learned in the history. We also know that the Great Depression led to consequences of event of a complete horrible decade of the 30s, with wars in Europe and other places. And this time is the passage to end the era of Pisces, entering to Aquarius, with great conjunctions that we had, historical transits from 2020. We know that the system is corrupt. We all learn to lose trust in the system. The big signs happened with the COVID events, how force people through fear to get injection with something, not once, not twice, third time, fourth time. And they are trading those vaccines between countries and applied so many rules and AI. Really, someone here is to protect us? In what we are trusting, in who? And it's all about how we are using our energy, our workforce. Being in fear is a good way for the vampires to suck energies. How we are running in the laboratory of the matrix to make more, to competent, to arrive maybe to a place and still stuck in the same place through the illusion of screens and other things. And then we need to pay them more for what we create, because they are using our energies, our force, our work power. Is it worth to work that much for what you get so far? Those are instinctive pursuits in life that makes us being in a move, like growing a family, making children, bringing children to the world, making them feeling safe inside of the same system. We're born inside a jail, and we think that this is the freedom. And this is the invitation of what is happening now. To change paradigm, and probably an invitation to get free from what we thought we may be inside the structure. Pluto is retrograde now in Capricorn, and this is the last retrograde that we are getting in Capricorn since entered in 2007-8. Came with the subprime. The eclipse that is coming in a week is introduced by a square from Saturn in Aquarius. We already experienced in 2021 a square between Uranus and Saturn, and we saw already the cracks in all structures of our personal life and the structure. But still, people were easy to go with the promises. And with Scorpio lunar eclipse now, we are all getting to the awakening of trust, in who we trust, and if we trust enough in ourselves and in what we want to achieve, and in what we want even to feel, to achieve within ourselves, in order to reach freedom. The sign after Scorpio is Sagittarius. We must transform and change in order to get freedom. Freedom cannot get from staying in the same stage or protecting the possessions, the paradigm, the stuckness. Protecting the stuckness leads to more confusion and ideas, derives to Gemini. But right now, the North Node is in Taurus, and we are asked to focus on the simple things of life, the beauty things of life, that is beyond the beauty of what we're seeing in some stores and trendy places. Our human nature, the beautiful of a tomato, the beauty of a pineapple, how to interact with nature, the beauty of ourselves, even we are not consider ourselves to be perfect, or sometimes it's hard to accept ourselves, is accepting or learning to focus on the beauty and the strength we have in a divine plan. And this demands, with this eclipse week season, to face our own shadows and paradigms and beliefs program, the Scorpio thing, that made us doing things under addiction, inertia, instinctively. Doing a lot. All the junk food can be related to Scorpio, of addicted to something that I can buy cheap and I will get hungry. I will eat a lot of chocolates. I will eat a lot of hamburgers. But your body remain hungry for the real things. So Taurus is speaking about the quality, and Scorpio about the quantity. So how less you need and what you can reduce from your life in order to get more quality, simple things that have value, that one thing value more than many chicks around you. So this lunar eclipse in Scorpio is going to open here a gate with what started also with a with a solar eclipse in Taurus in April 30th into the end of the year, specifically to the period of October-November. The markets expected to go, at least to my observation astrologically, I see them going soon parabolically higher to end this cycle of Pluto in Capricorn. Everybody will need here with the last energy to obtain the top of the mountain in our life. And those elite have a lot of tools to collapse the system in order to buy it all. Who do you think will buy first all those dips right now in the market? Of course, we are losing trust in the Fed. We are losing trust in many other structures. We are in recession mode already, but they are not declaring it. And the interest rate is going higher. Usually should be opposite. So we are expecting to hyper inflation in the next 6 months, into the end of the year. If it sounds to us crazy now, it's going to be crazier. It can involve with deadly events. Mars is ready to meet Neptune around the eclipse. Last time Mars met Neptune in Pisces, it was March 2020. What happened back then? And how low the market were? And what they did? What they purchased? Bailing out? Not the people themselves. So, if some people escaped from restrictions COVID-wise, now we should escape from inflation. This is the new virus. And Biden just saying today, I'm going to fight inflation. Oh my goodness. So who is going to dictate? The Fed or Biden? And everybody are puppets. Elon Musk gave a very unique tweet today using a very keywords of what I introduced in the World Weekly Astrology. You're going to see tomorrow, May 10th. Very interesting scanning of reality. I hope you will enjoy it. It's 50 minutes talk. And some assume that is related to the threat that the Russians want to attack the satellites of Elon Musk, Starlink. And we also need to remember, if you watch the on-demand reading analysis I did for NASA in March, the Cold War started with the need to give fight for the Soviet Union that actually were very advanced in technology, and before NASA existed, launched already the first rocket to explore the space. And then 2 years after, NASA born, America could not handle that someone will see something before them. And interestingly enough, 10 years after, in July 69, the man landed on the moon, if you believe it or not. I don't believe it anymore. But as United States is the ruler of Hollywood production, to be the first with screens and color screens, they could show all the world that America did it before anybody else. So who could deny fake reality in movie? We are seeing it now. Maybe many things that what we are seeing in Russia, Ukraine, and many things that of what we are seeing in China are not the real thing that are happening really. So many things are deception. We are basing on or excusing it with science, proofs, etc. The lunar eclipse in Scorpio is about knowledge, hidden knowledge. And first of all, we need to ask each one of himself where we are lying to ourselves. What is the harsh truth that we need to face? Always related to who we really are. Why I'm here, why I'm experiencing this, and why I have more inside me to express, to use it as a living being. We are not machines. We are not here to produce energy for someone to take. We are here in order to do the spiritual work through body and working the earth together. But when people also forgot how to even plant a seed or to connect with animals, how we lost our humanity side. We even cannot understand, most people cannot understand even the stars. What is Jupiter? Where is Uranus? What is this? How it's all the above is related to here down. This is what we should wake up to. When it's going to be dark, what you left with is your knowledge, your experiences, and look up, look to the stars, try understanding what you prefer to call it, God, universe, understanding the story of the stars, the planets that are telling us patterns, also helping us understanding ourselves better, and to dance the dance of the nature, our nature. Each one has its own route to heal, to grow. We are healing best through the body, through the physical world. And from what's starting now is very physical. So far with Jupiter and Neptune, it was in our imagination. It's going to continue somehow to the end of the year. A lot of propagandas more, as Jupiter will come back to Pisces. But Jupiter now, tonight, enters to Aries. And we need to do real actions in order to open doors. It will not open only through wishful thinking. On the same time, the good part of Mars meeting Neptune inside of this eclipse, and it's a message not just for today or this week, it's a message for the next 6 months at least. You can arrive to the other side not through pushing the rock, but through penetrating beneath it in a magic way. We will need to follow our willpower. What I really, 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 really want. And to let go fear of jail, fear of police, fear of normas, in order to get what we deserve and want. Taking a risk, in other words. Without risk, we will not be able to enter to those magic, benefic doors. And the alert here to who will not do anything of moving off the comfort zone, life will do it, will force various events. Because this is a time of criminal activity. Mars and Neptune, idealistic. And Mercury retrogrades from today in Gemini to Taurus. So how we learn to trust our basic nature, not too afraid, and thinking like a child, that you just do it. You just direct with the things without thinking twice. Just flowing with the most authentic way of yourself. This was an addition message to the World Weekly Astrology I recorded earlier today to members, and it's going to be available very soon. Depends when you are going to watch this video. 24 hours usually, in the midday Europe time, May 10th. Be safe and see the potential of the market. The end is not time to end now. The game isn't ending now. This is part of the squeeze for some doing more than what they've done so far. Much more. Big hug to all of you. Bye for now.